Hey, let's talk game audio production. So I was checking out the demo for the game Star Ocean: The Second Story R the other day. I was really struck by the visuals, and the gameplay seemed to offer some cool combat. But a few seconds after booting it up, something stuck out to me about the audio. See if you can notice it yourself.
Space. The realm of infinite possibility. It has long inspired the dreams of billions. These dreams, countless in number, spread infinitely throughout the universe, though some of these dreams are nightmares.
So what stood out to me was how this scene in particular handled audio ducking between the voiceover and the music. Simply put, audio ducking is a technique where the level of one audio source will be reduced based on the output of another. It's super useful to make sure that dialogue can be heard over music and sound design. Something similar is also used in electronic dance music to have the track sound like it's pulsing and breathing along with the kick. Now, it would take a long time to go through and add automation points for the volume of the music to dip whenever there's dialogue and rise again whenever there are gaps. Instead of doing this, you can use a sidechain compressor on the non-dialogue sources. This way, whenever the dialogue starts, the music or sound design will be reduced by the compressor automatically. It's way more efficient than manually entering automation. The important thing to remember though is that the compressor won't know the right amount to compress the signal or the best timing of when to start and end on its own. Instead, we need to set those parameters ourselves, and that brings us back to Star Ocean. Listen again to the volume of the music compared to the dialogue, as well as the timing of when it changes.
Space. The realm of infinite possibility. It has long inspired the dreams of billions. These dreams, countless in number, spread infinitely throughout the universe, though some of these dreams are nightmares.
Do you hear how the compressor quickly lowers the music a little early before the dialogue starts, and it waits a little long after the dialogue ends to bring the music back up kind of quickly? In my opinion, having the music volume change with these timings actually brings more attention to the music than to the dialogue. If I were to go in and try to fix this, I would look at the look ahead, release, and ratio settings of the compressor. It sounds to me like the compressor's look ahead is set for too long, so the compressor starts acting early and dipping the music in anticipation of the dialogue, so I would shorten that a bit. Then I would shorten the release a bit on the other end in order to have the music return closer to when the dialogue ends. I'd also probably reduce the ratio of the compressor a bit, as I think it might get a little bit too quiet, but that'd be something to experiment with. So, audio ducking is super helpful for making sure that the most important element in a mix is heard clearly above the rest, but make sure that your compressor settings are set in a way to be effective and not distracting. And to be clear, I'm not doing this to call out Star Ocean. There are other cutscenes where it seems like the ducking was a lot more smooth. I just remember this particular cutscene distracted me just a little bit, and I still think the game looks really great. Hope that was helpful. If you have other ways that you like to use audio ducking, let me know down in the comments. Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you next time.